Hi, it's Amber. Today I want to talk to you about being efficient in our homes. Sometimes we give ourselves an excuse to keep things messy because it's lived in, but really we need to think about it in terms of efficiency and maybe not necessarily messy. Um, don't don't cop out and give yourself an excuse to be messy, but do figure out systems that help your house run very efficiently or help you run things efficiently. So one example of this is here in my pantry. Let me flip you around so you can see. So Pinterest says to have beautiful containers for your stuff. I don't have beautiful containers. I have containers. They do well. But my thought was, oh, if I have a beautiful pantry, then that means I need to have beautiful containers. Well, what was happening is I was getting containers for all of my cereals and snacks and crackers and chips. And then it was getting to be more of a hassle to fill up my pretty containers with my cereal. It was harder for the kids to pour the cereal. It turned out, in my mind, was more messy because I have a pretty container, but it wouldn't hold a huge, big bag of cereal. And so I still have a little bit of cereal left that I had to figure out what to do with. So either I had to leave it in here, so I have pretty containers with weird little, partial bagfuls, or I had to throw it away, which that wasn't good either. Or I'd try to eat that up first, and then I'd have my pretty container. Anyways, it was just stressing me out. Nothing seemed to fit, and nothing was as easy as it sure seemed like it was supposed to be. And so we went to the boxes, and we had cereal in our boxes. But that wasn't as easy either. I don't know how your family does it, but for some reason, when my kids, and even sometimes me and my husband, when we're pouring out of the box, some of the cereal falls in between the bag and the box. I don't know what it is, but it ends up being messy. The kids pull out all the boxes to try to see what cereal it is because, they can't read the labels. They want to look at the picture to figure out what it is. And on the side, they don't have pictures. It's only on the front. So they're pulling out boxes all the time. This is so much easier for us. Is it Pinterest worthy? No. Am I going to say it's a beautiful pantry? No. But am I going to say it's efficient? Yeah, I am going to say it's very efficient for my family. They just come, they see exactly what they want, grab it, go. We don't even waste time in clipping them because they go through the cereal so fast. It doesn't spill, they're not falling over, it's not so painful. We haven't had a problem of huge spills. And if we ever did, then I'd probably start clipping the top. But we're not having any problems. It runs efficiently. My kids can be independent, which helps me out. It helps them out, and it works great. This is a system that I'm not going to be changed because it's keeping me efficient. Now, does it look messy? Maybe. Is it lived in? Yeah, we are living in our house. But is it a messy house? Nope. It's very organized in a way that makes my job easier. That's the whole point of organization, is to make it easier for you. And because it's in the pantry and not like on top of my fridge or something, well, look, nobody else can see it. Beautiful. Can't see anything. It's great. It doesn't bother me, and it helps us run the household quickly. The other thing about being efficient is your kitchen. So we remodeled our kitchen, so we've had to change things around quite a bit. But one of the things that we have done is we took out a cabinet that was here, and it's right above where our dishwasher is. So in my mind, it was easy to open the dishwasher and just stack our dishes straight up in our cabinet. The problem we were having is that like when it's open and I'm standing in front of it, I can't reach my cabinet. So I have to stand on the side and do some weird, you know, do dance move trying to get stuff up in there. Or I had to stack one of the containers, shut this dishwasher just to put them away. So when we remodeled and we were debating whether we wanted a cabinet there, I thought, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be some kind of efficiency. I shouldn't keep it there just because it's always been there. So I moved them over here. Now, yes, it seems further away from my dishwasher, but it's actually very efficient because there's no obstructions. I can go from my dishwasher straight to my cabinet, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and I'm not tripping over the door trying to get up to a cabinet if it was still there. The other thing is my pots and pans. It's not beautiful at all. It's even dark in here. They're just stacked up on each other. But it's so efficient because it's right here next to my stove. I can easily say, oh, I need this pan. Bam, done. Put it right back. Like, it doesn't bother me at all that it's not beautiful. It is very easy to get to, and that's what I need if I'm using it a lot, and to make my house run efficiently. Another technique I picked up on. Now again, this is not Pinterest. This is not beautiful. Even some of the organization people are going to say this doesn't work, that you shouldn't be doing this. But again, you have to make your house run efficiently. It doesn't look messy. My cabinets are clean. Still doesn't look that messy. I have a bucket or basket. Okay, looks fine. But it's maybe not Pinterest worthy. And they tell you with containers, if you really want to be efficient, you put the lid on your actual container, right? Then you don't ever have to go searching for your lids. And this kind of setup visually is what people try to stay away from. But for me, what was the problem is that my boundary was too big. So this is a basket, it's not that big. And here's the second basket, not that big. And that's all that's in that cabinet. And it goes clear back in the corner, and I don't put anything in there because it's very difficult to reach. All these are containers that my kids use for school lunches. And here, these ones are my containers that I use for leftovers. Now, we don't have a lot of leftovers usually, and so I put this one in the back. But if I did need it, it's easy just to pull it out, get what I need, and then pull it back in, put a shit back in. Same with lunches. I pull this out up on the counter. I get whatever containers I need, a little one, a medium, whatever, the plastic ones, and then I put it back. Now, the whole point for me to be efficient is so I don't have to think about it. So if I have them all stacking up super nice, so I have all the lids in one spot, all the containers in one spot, and they're all stacked together. See, they all stack on each other. It takes, it takes effort to pull it up, put the new one on the bottom, take the lids off, then I can put the next one on. That takes a lot of effort. When I'm trying to go through the dishwasher, straight here, I want to be able to go bam, done. I didn't even think about it. It's done. Like, I don't want to have to worry about it. So what I did is I reduced my inventory. Because my inventory is reduced, they can be thrown in and fit just fine. Now, if I was trying to take that basket and this basket and throw them all in, it'd be too overwhelming. There's too many. I wouldn't be able to I'd have to pull everything out just to find a matching lid, right? So I had to decrease my inventory so that way when this is just sitting here and I'm pulling out stuff, I can just throw in here without even looking, just throw stuff in there, and it's fine because my inventory is low. So that's how inventory and efficiency can go hand in hand. That worked for me. It might not work for everybody, but it completely works for me because I don't have to bend over. I mean, literally, I don't have to sit on the ground. I just go, done. In there, shut. That makes emptying my dishwasher a whole lot faster. The other thing is our drawers, they're not beautiful. They're not Pinterest. And they don't have their own spot. Like every utensil, like you see on Pinterest, you have your whisk and you have your spoons and you have your whatever else. I don't do that. That's not efficient for me. I had to get my inventory low enough that I can see exactly what's in here, even though it's all in one basket. So if the inventory was high, then I'd have to be digging to try to find stuff. But my inventory is so low, I can get whatever I need in 3 seconds. So that means when I'm emptying my dishwasher or washing them in the sink, I can directly put them in here without even thinking. It's super fast and super efficient. And I don't have to dig through. That's the other thing. I don't want to have to dig through things. So another thing, the opposite is my silverware. I can't just throw them into a big bucket like I can my utensils, my cooking utensils. These ones I have to separate. This will make me be a whole lot more efficient. Now, if they were all grouped together, the inventory would be too high, and I'd have to be, sifting through things trying to find what I need. So this is a case where more organized, more compartments, more micro organization. So narrowing down your categories will help me be more efficient. But with the large cooking supplies, I narrowed down my inventory so much that I can open this up and I can see what I have. Even though it looks like it's a big bucket, it's really not full. So I can see exactly what I have, get to it in 2 seconds, bam, done. Okay. Another efficiency thing that I do is the backpacks. It's not beautiful, it's not Pinterest worthy, but what's happening, my kids were just throwing them on the table, throwing them on the ground, throwing them wherever in front of the door. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to put a coat rack up in one of our closets and they can hang their backpacks there. Well, it took too much time. It was too hard for them to walk from the door all the way down the hall into the closet to put them away. And then they were out of sight, out of mind. So we'd forget to pull things out and check them and get their lunches. And we have old water and water bottles and all that stuff. So now I'm put them here. It's easy. Walk right in, put them away, put their jackets hanging up. It's the same as school. So because it's just as easy to put it away as it is to throw it on the ground, now they're putting them away. Also, to be efficient, what I do is I unzip them. Now this part does not look pretty compared to, here's Cal and Leo's backpacks. They're zipped up. They look a little nicer being zipped up. But for me to be efficient, I leave them open. So that way I don't forget anything. In the morning, before I zip them up, quick glance says, okay, he needs his lunch, his water bottle, his homework, his jacket, zip up, done, right? If it's like this, I might assume I had already looked at it, or I'd forget, and then I'm rushing in the morning. Don't want to be doing that. See, here's Sophie's, okay? This tells me automatically I got to take her lunchbox out, take her library books out, and put her homework folder back in. Once I've done those 3 things, I can zip it and say, this backpack's ready to go, right? Same with my diaper bag. If my diaper bag is all ready and zipped up, and for some reason I'm running late, I might be tempted just to grab it and go. But with it being opened, it only takes 2 seconds for me to be like, I have enough diapers, but I don't have a milk. Run and get the milk, zip it up, now I'm ready to go. Right? So it's just a way to make it so that I don't have to retain so much information in my head with 5 kids, and to make sure everybody has whatever they need for whatever place they're going. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and I hope that some of these systems gave you some ideas about what works in your house. It's not a cut and dry answer. It depends on your family. It depends on efficiency. Depends on your style, you know, what bothers you, what doesn't. This doesn't bother me because 99% of the time it's just me and my family here in my house. But in Pinterest, they make you feel, and maybe online, or maybe your neighbors, or maybe it's all internal, but you could start to feel as though everybody is watching you. Everybody can see this, but really it's not. The stress over trying to keep it clean all the time in case somebody's gonna come is too much. I think that's unnecessary stress. But also the stress of saying, well, my house is lived in, and giving yourself an excuse to be messy, that also can weigh on you, and that could be a really heavy burden. When really, if you can put some systems in place that make it just as easy to keep it clean as it is to keep it messy, chances are you're going to feel better about things being clean because it's efficient and easy and you can maintain it. So check out my other videos if you want some more ideas, and I'll catch you in my next video. We'll see ya. Bye.